Good job, Max.
Hi and welcome to another dog training video. My name is Nick Zivgolis. I'm the owner of Family Canine Dog Training. Today we're going to take a look at a young dog named Max who is actually being fostered by someone that ended up adopting him, like a lot of foster folks who get involved with rescues do. Max is actually a very, very sweet dog, and yet at the same time he'll bite you. Try and reconcile that for a minute. He's very social, very sweet, very playful, very silly. He's a lot of the qualities we want to see in our young dogs, but he's got a hair trigger and it revolves around getting him to do things he doesn't want to do. So he's a resource guarder. For those who don't know what that means, it means if he's got something that he values, a bone, a toy, his food, he's kind of like, "Arr," when you come around, and he'll snap at you or he's willing to bite. And he can also be super reactive around other dogs, but more in a silly way, but still a problem when you're trying to walk a large dog. So it's hard for people to understand, how can I have such a sweet dog and yet at the same time he's willing to bite? We typically tend to think of dogs as either or. In other words, my dog is either an aggressive beast or he's a sweetheart. He can't be both, but that's not true. Okay, it's really not an accurate way to look at a dog. Aggression lives in dogs just like it does in us, and it ideally serves a practical purpose. And in Max's case, it really does serve a practical purpose. He's not just indiscriminately aggressive. He's aggressive when he wants to keep something that's his. Now, in order for him to live and function in a house with people, he's got to be able to give things up. So that was really what prompted his owner to contact me to help for training. So let's take a look at Max. You're going to see him about 2/3 of the way through his program. So the program's 3 weeks long, and this is maybe about 2 weeks in when I was filming him. And what I'm doing, I've got some bones for him, and in training process, what I did with him was just show him that you've got to give something up when I ask you to. So in reality, it's not even your bone, it's my bone. I'm just letting you enjoy it for now.
Max, out. Good. No. Max, okay. Yeah. Good. Good job. Hey, that's a good guy.
If you give it up to me, I'm more than likely willing to give it back to you. So I'm not trying to be the macho guy and walk in and just grab something from him, because that's not going to really work well long term for his people. It's more of an exchange, but not an exchange where it's me giving a treat for something. It's you give it up and I'll give it back. Okay. Now in training, I've taken these bully sticks. I've used rawhides. I've used Kongs with peanut butter. I've put peanut butter on top of the rawhides and the bully sticks. I've taken meat and rubbed it on the bones as well to make them even more enticing. So we've gone, layers upon layers of high value stuff with the dog. And this is really important so that he understands to give up whatever we're asking him to give up. You'll also notice that I kneel down with him and I'm holding on to it sometimes, and I let him chew it while it's in my hand. It's a we thing, not a me versus you thing. So we can share this thing together, and you don't need to feel threatened by my presence. Okay, if I'm around, I'm just gonna add to it. So by adding to it, he's chewing on it, I'm petting him, I'm talking to him, good boy, good boy. He's a very social dog. He loves to be petted, he loves contact. He'll often sit on my foot if we're training or playing outside and I reach down to pet him. Right away, he'll flop over, give me his belly. He doesn't care if he's lying in dirt or in a puddle of mud. He just wants to be touched. So I use that a lot in training with him. And so I'm holding on to the bone and he's chewing it and I'm telling him what a good guy he is and I'm petting him, and then sometimes I'll let go and he'll carry on with the bone. Other times I let go and he'd rather just continue interacting with me. So fait accompli, right? I've shown the dog now that I can have it with you. You can give it up for me. If I leave it with you, you can have it. And sometimes he doesn't even want it anymore. Hey guys. Good. So another key issue for Max, being that he's a young dog, he's a very playful dog, is he'd be reactive towards other dogs on his walks. He would pull on leash. We've got a couple of dogs out now. As you can see, he's sitting patiently by my side. We're going to work a little bit on his healing, a little bit of focus work, show you what he's been doing. Max, heel. So it's normal that a dog get excited when he sees another dog. That's fine, but he can be excited and come on, remain focused. Max, sit. Good. He can be excited and remain focused at the same time. That's what we need. Good boy. and the more focused he is, the less excited he'll be. So it helps to balance things out. In a minute, we'll have someone new come out. We'll do the same thing with him all over again. All right, so these guys are bringing the party. So you see the focus, right? The follow, the focus, the loose leash. Max, okay. Max, okay. Oh, Max. Good boy, Max. Come on, guys. Hi, Max. That's really good. That's really good. You're good. That's good. That's good. Yes, that is good. Yes, that is good. You are good.